Franz Kafka, a man haunted by self-doubt, burned most of his work. He saw writing as a torturous struggle, yet he couldn't stop. This internal battle echoes in his stories, filled with anxiety and the absurd. A Country Doctor, a short story published in 1919, exemplifies this. It plunges us into a world where logic bends and reality fractures, mirroring the deepest anxieties of the human condition. Imagine this. A doctor needed urgently. A young boy lies ill, perhaps dying. Our protagonist, unnamed, faces a harsh winter night. His horse is dead. Suddenly, out of nowhere, two spectral horses appear along with a groom. The journey begins, a frantic race against time. But the destination remains elusive. The doctor is pulled deeper into a surreal and nightmarish landscape, a physical manifestation of his own internal turmoil. This is not a typical doctor's visit. It's a descent into a world where the ordinary becomes terrifyingly strange. The characters we meet are more like phantoms than people. The sick boy, writhing in agony, whispers of death. His family, hovering nearby, seem both desperate and strangely indifferent. The groom, a menacing figure, embodies the story's unsettling atmosphere. These are not characters we can trust, nor are they meant to be. They are reflections of the doctor's own fractured psyche, projections of his deepest fears and anxieties. Kafka was a master of symbolism. In A Country Doctor, the boy's wound, a horrifying spectacle of festering flesh, becomes a central image. It is a physical manifestation of decay, a symbol of the doctor's inability to heal, perhaps even a reflection of the societal ills he cannot cure. The rose the boy reveals, a mass of writhing worms, adds another layer of revulsion. These disturbing images are not mere shock value. They force us to confront the darker, more unsettling aspects of the human experience. The doctor's journey is not just physical. It's a journey into the heart of existential dread. He's trapped by his sense of duty, yet overwhelmed by the impossibility of his task. The surreal landscape mirrors his growing despair, the lack of logic reflecting the absurdity of his situation. The harder he tries to fulfill his duty, the more lost he becomes. This sense of being trapped, of struggling against the absurd, is a hallmark of Kafka's work. He's a prisoner of his own calling, a man condemned to bear witness to suffering he can neither alleviate nor escape. Kafka's influence on literature and film is undeniable. His themes of alienation, existentialism, and the search for meaning in an absurd world resonate deeply with modern audiences. Films like Brazil and The Matrix borrow heavily from his nightmarish visions, while writers like Haruki Murakami and Margaret Atwood explore similar themes of isolation and the fragility of reality. The world Kafka presents is often illogical and cruel. Characters struggle against forces they cannot understand or control, much like we often do in our own lives. This exploration of the absurd, the sense that we are all trapped in a system we cannot escape, gives his work a timeless quality. We are left with an image of loneliness, a man forever exiled from any hope of comfort or solace. From dystopian novels to psychological thrillers, Kafka's influence can be seen in the way we tell stories today. The unreliable narrator, the labyrinthine plot, the use of surrealism to explore inner turmoil, these are all elements that owe a debt to Kafka's groundbreaking work. He gave us a new language for expressing the anxieties of the modern world, a language that continues to resonate today. A Country Doctor is not an easy story to read. It is unsettling, disturbing, and ultimately, unforgettable. It leaves us with a sense of unease, a lingering awareness of the absurd and the unknowable that lurks beneath the surface of our everyday lives. And in that discomfort, there is a strange kind of wonder, a recognition that sometimes the best stories are the ones that stay with us long after we finished reading.